Folks, welcome back to the channel. Really do appreciate you being here. If you are new here, hey, how you doing? My name's Chris and I'm building a business that suits my lifestyle. And welcome to my warehouse. It's been a journey to get here. We've been building this business for the last 5 years. We started in the op shops, we started at home, we moved into some storage units, and then we've been in this warehouse since February. So it's about 9 months now, and it's been an absolute game changer. Now, there's two reasons why I film these videos and document these videos. Number one is I'm documenting my journey. I'm building something that is, you know, of my own dream, of my own, you know, wants and needs and all these different things. So it's probably going to look very different to maybe how you're building your dream or how you're building your business. And you know, that's okay, right? There's no perfect way to do this. Obviously, there's the best way to do it for yourself. But I'm learning as I go. Like, yes, I've been doing this for 5 years, but there's a lot of things I still have to figure out how to make this a little bit better each and every single day. And that's what I do. I share my decisions, I share my problems that I have to solve, I share all the highs and I share all the lows. But I'm not here to tell you how to run your business. I'm not here to tell you this is what you have to do to get the best on eBay, none of that. Really just building a business which is, yes, we sell predominantly on eBay. We sell 80% clothing. We do a bit of e-waste. We do collectibles. We do everything in between. But you know, we're building something beyond just eBay. It's not just you know, buying something for $2 and trying to flip it for $30. We're trying to build a, you know, long-term business, and all the team helps make that happen. The second reason why I do this is probably the most important reason, is to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to get out there and chase your dreams. It doesn't have to be doing a business or reselling or eBay or anything like that. Just really that I've built this from zero. It's taken a crazy time to get here, but the point is the time has passed anyway and we've made it happen. And I want to share that inspiration to you to go after whatever it is that you want to achieve. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, come along for the journey. We do have timestamps down below that you can, you know, jump around and have a look and see what we've been up to. Otherwise, you can, you know, jump around and see what else is your fancy. But yeah, come along for another week in building this business. Now, it is Monday morning. It is 7:02. It is absolutely wet and wild outside. Very, very, very quiet weekend. We did end up doing the Whatnot stream, the Disney one. I did that as a consignment. I chucked up on screen of how much dollars that brought in terms of how much I get paid out of that. Probably not really much. Really doing it for a friend to help them out. But it was good fun. I appreciate everyone that came along. It's actually a public holiday tomorrow, and I said to the team, you know, if they want to take the time off, they're more than welcome to. So majority of them, Dion will be in this morning just for a little bit. He'll be helping a little bit with the post, but otherwise he's got things on that he wants to get done because tomorrow's a public holiday, so they're taking the long weekend. So I'm probably actually only going to be here for half the day as well. I've got a whole bunch of things that I'm going to be doing, working towards Carla and I getting married and getting a house and stuff. So I'm just going to leverage that to get ahead with that personally, and we'll be back here Wednesday to, you know, get it all done anyway. So not much happening today. I do have a customer coming to pick up some stuff. I did have a delivery over the weekend of some more stock. So surprise, surprise. Where are we? We've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. And we did end up selling all of this. I think we got 250 for that. So yeah, it's been interesting. Lots of things moving. I think we got all this as well. I got to go through this now as well this morning. So I'm just going to get myself settled in, and we'll get to it. It's really sticky in here, but it's cold outside. I hate this weather. Anyway, let's get to it. The other thing that I'll say is we're in November now. So we ended up finishing October. We actually finished better than I expected. We ended up doing just over $4,000 in profit. So very happy with that. After all the challenges that we had at the end there, we did manage to make it through. But now we're going to start from zero again. November is meant to be one of the best months of the year. It's a bit of a slow start at the moment, but once all the Black Friday sales start, like I've got a couple running with eBay this year, that's when we'll start to hopefully see that uptick. But it'll be interesting to see where it all goes, and hopefully we can get everything happening the right way. This morning I got to do a whole bunch of admin stuff. Obviously start of the month, so I got to send out some consignment reports and things like that. I'll be focusing a bit of time on that this morning, doing listings, and I'll be doing a little bit of the post today as well, because like I said, Dion's only in for a short time and then he's got some stuff on too. So let's get to it. Actually, team, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm just going to get ahead and get this done right now. I'm actually going to do a pick, pack and post for you. So I'm going to put you up here. I'm going to show you everything that we've got and take you through, what's been selling. I mean, you might not see it in detail, but I will show you and talk about it. So the weekend, actually, we've only done about 43 sales or orders more so. We're on 104,315. The first bunch of orders that have come through are probably from from like Friday, but yeah, we're gonna get some jeans out. These are some Levi's 603 and they sold for, they only sold for about $32, $16.38. All right, $16.38, not too bad. Next up is we have, all those digital cameras. They sold for $247. That's all, probably can't see them, all of these ones. I'm gonna put them up over here. Next up, and I'm gonna speak really loud because the rain's getting really loud. Next up was a 90s Wrangler Reseller shirt. This one's gone for like 40 bucks. 10212. Yep, just a little shirt. Then we've got some Nautica pants. They've only gone for 21 bucks, 14,579. There we go, these were on sale from last week. Then we've got a hat going out, H12, all right. There we go, this one went for $25. Then we've got a vintage 80s Carhartt dead stock gone for $111. This is 19188. As you can see here. Then we've got a little Q design open blazer. That one's gone for, they've gone and sent that express. About 25 bucks. 17,760. That is just here. Yep, little blazer. Then we've got a Kathmandu shirt going out. That's going for about $26, 11.43. Then we've got some regatta jeans. They've gone for $21, and these were 10,451. Then we've got, someone has paid up for a couple of items here for 76. We've got a Polo Ralph, we've got a Chaps Ralph, and we've got a Cowboy Hardware. Whole bunch of different SKUs. 17,316. All right, then we've got a Normatic t-shirt. That's gone for 25 bucks. Then we've got a little Rip Curl going out. I'm gonna grab that now. That one went for 31 bucks. Just a little sweatshirt actually, 17,763. I've actually sold this a couple of times. I've got little Adidas shorts. They've gone out for $36, 9,843. Then we've got a pair of Levi's chinos. They've gone for about 39 bucks, 18,315. Boom. Then we've got some Zara going out. That's gone for $27, 17,225. That's around here. Another Ralph Lauren shirt going for $40. Ooh, we got a vintage Slash Guns N' Roses liquid blue. That one's gone for just shy of 80 bucks. Actually, it's gone for 82 bucks. That one's gone international, 19,342. And then we've got a whole bunch of North Face going out. This one's hanging. It's gone for 65. So you can see, but I'll hang it over there for now. All right, we've got some more North Face. This is just a pair of shorts. They've gone for $41, 17,452. We've got a really big maxi wrap dress going out from Queen the Label. That's number 2433. That's gone for $36. Another North Face jacket going out. This one was just old stock. It's gone for about 30 bucks. It's just a high vent jacket. Right there. Then we've got a pair of 501 Levi's. They've gone for $41. 18,111. Just here. Woo! Then we've got another North Face. Jeez, $27 jacket. Boom. We've got some Disney going out. This is gone for $27, 15,576. Little Eeyore. Some more North Face. This one's gone for 26. We've got some Nautica board shorts going out for 40 bucks. Let's back over here. They're a funky colour jam, that's for sure. We've got some Beckham bridge, nice little pleated knit skirt going out. 1999. Boom. All right, we've got some Marmot going out. A big jacket, a puffer, sorry, and a fleece jacket. Nice little combined order. Next up is, we've got a cassette dry tape cleaner tape. Jeez. I'll get that out afterwards. I'll just finish the clothing. We've got Ralph Lauren 2 extra large. That one's gone for $41. 19638. Boom. We've got another Marmot going out. 16520. Nice. And then we've got some Chaps button down going out 18910. Should be just here. There we go. I got some Carhartt, a t-shirt that's gone for 37. Boom, boom, boom. We've got a pair of Dickies shorts, sweet. Go, we've got some more Chaps Ralph Lauren going out, jeez. 18922. Over here. Just here somewhere, actually. All right, we do have another hanging jacket that I got to get. Let me grab that, give me a second. That's a Nike puffer, 17.5. We're in the home stretch now, folks. We've got some J. Lindeberg Elliott pants, sweet. These are a nice, good pair of golf pants. We've got another big jacket. I'll grab that later. We've got a Metallica shirt going out, 19944. Another pair of Levi's, 17983. Woo! Then we've got 2 laptops going out, which I'll grab later. And we've got a Harley Davidson 3D emblem, little tank top going out. This has gone in, oh no, it's gone local, 19126. This is just a little tank top actually. Went for 131. And then we've got some Thomas trains going out, which I'll show you over there. So I might even get started on this right now. Let's do it. All right, change of plans. I'm actually not going to do this right now just because it's almost 8 o'clock and Dion's going to be in to do the whatnot. So I don't want to be here and then his, stuff up his area. So the reason why I'm doing the postage and Dion's doing the whatnot is simply that's what we agreed. He said, no, I'll come and do the whatnot. He'll just be able to get out by the time he wants to be done, and I'll just handle the other stuff. So that's why we're just switching it up today. So yeah, I'm just going to put this back on this tray here, and I'll go do the admins that I was going to do before. And then once Dion's gone, I will get all this postage done. All right, folks, we've got Dion doing all of the whatnot stuff. So that's all of this and all of this. Yeah, not too bad. All right, team, it is now 10:50. I actually just had a customer here. They were picking up some stuff from another whatnot show. Dion's about to finish the whatnot show stuff, which is a nice big stack, as you can see. He's probably actually going to stick around a bit longer. He's probably actually going to do some of the eBay postage because the plans that he had today, I don't think are going to really go to plan, considering that it's just pure rain and he was going to be doing some other stuff. So looks like he's going to be here for a bit, but we're not going to be here all day anyway, just so we can take some rest. And yeah, so I've just been doing some admin work, doing some listings, had the customer here, and I've also taken a few photos of a few bits and bobs from a deal that we got over the weekend, and I'm just going to continue to do that. It's just kind of like a slow burn kind of day. I really don't want to overdo anything. Just because I know I've got a fair few things on this afternoon anyway, so just getting the needful done and charge on. One thing, I can't remember what I said last week, but we're going to be tinting all this and we're going to be putting some more racks in here just to help manage the inbound amount of jackets that we have coming soon. And me and Dion walked into each other. And that will probably start to, well, I'm actually just waiting to get a quote back for the window tint, and then we'll probably try and get that happening ASAP. And then later this week, I think we're getting some more e-waste is turning around on, just talking in here folks because the rain's so noisy. E-waste is coming on Wednesday. Obviously we're not here tomorrow being a public holiday. And then Thursday, yeah, probably just back to normal, and same for Friday. So a few not as many things happening this week until there is. We are still prepping to make sure we've got space for those 40 boxes arriving sometime this month, and washing will be getting picked up on Thursday, which will be a whole bunch of shorts. So yeah, it's kind of like a bit of a disparted. Yeah, it's not really a flow of a week. There's going to be lots of things happening, but not really too much happening. So that's why this week's video will probably be a little bit different. All right, team, I'm going to catch up with John now. We're just going to spend an hour and just go through some stuff, just continuously helping build his knowledge, his skills, upskill the team. That's really the best thing that I can do on an ongoing basis, because knowledge is power, right? When your team knows and has the ability to be able to do things that I've always been able to do, it means that I'm able to let go of more things, which means the value they are giving me goes up. So I'm going to probably do an hour meeting or something, and just go through. I'm teaching him sale price, like listing pricing, how to go through and understand why something should be listed at this point versus why is it worth that much. Researching, and then also just some of our plans and strategies that we're working on over the next quarter as well, just so he's on the same page and we can all kind of work towards a common goal. I'm going to get that done. Dion's still doing postage, and probably once I'm done, he'll be done. We'll probably all just wrap up and go. Like I said, I've got an appointment this afternoon, so I've got to be out of here at some point anyway. So anyway, let's get to it. Woo! All right, that's all done. Dion's gone. He's done all the work here as well for me, so thank you, buddy. Geez, I've got to go pack the van now. And there's another bag over there too. So big session. I just had a good chat with John, and we've spent a good hour and 20 minutes actually. But I'm going to pack up and get out of here now. I've got to do, as I said, we've got some stuff on, so just going to get that sorted. We had some more stuff dropped off today as well. Looks like we've got a whole bunch more coming. Haven't looked through any of this yet. It's all kind of like random. Some of this will be low end, some of this probably be good end hopefully as well, but more. Never really say no around stock coming through. There's always stock, but it's just a matter of what kind of stuff. Oh, there's some vintage Calvin Klein. It's good. All right. Are these some moleskins? Thought these might have been R.M. Williams, but they're not. What do we got here? Just a jersey of sorts. Nothing special here. Sports barring grill, Adidas. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so this all came through. Looks like there's a lot of women's in here as well. So yeah, we'll be sorting through that through the rest of the week. But as I said, we're not here tomorrow. We do have the card show tomorrow that I'll just be doing from home. But other than that, just got lots of other things happening. So I'm going to pack up, get out of here, team, and we will be back here again on Wednesday. Geez, get to have a day off. How good's that? And hopefully sales pick up. We've only done, I think, 4 sales today. It's 1 o'clock, 1:20, and that's it. It's been diddly squat today, which is very frustrating. Anyway, it is what it is. I'll see you later, folks. Any questions, make sure you do chuck them down below. More than happy to have a conversation. And ciao! Woo! Team, it is Wednesday. We're back at it. I tell you, I feel totally out of it because, skipping yesterday kind of threw me off. Anyway, Wednesday morning, we're going to get straight into it, team. I'll be frank, November, you're not doing too well with the sales, folks. It's still been pretty brutal. We're still down, which is a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit stressful, guys. It always is when you're not getting your targets, and just means I've got to work harder, figure out how to do it, how we're going to make it happen, and what needs to be done to continue to keep things going in the right direction. So that's my job today, and the rest of the week, just getting everything on charge here. So today we've got Dion in, got photographer in, just business as usual in that sense, just go, photos and listings. The team will be doing, hopefully, I'm going to try and get Dion to get started on those jackets, because that just might help with some of the ASP. I don't know if people are just waiting till there's more deals on, or I don't know, still can't figure out why things aren't on the uppity up. But hey, we will charge on. We will keep doing, we'll keep showing up, and we'll keep figuring it out. That's what we're going to do. So for today, I'm pretty sure e-waste is getting picked up. I've got to hopefully get that all sorted. I'll make some calls and get that sorted. I'm at Backpacks this morning as well. I'll be heading on over there at about 9:30. Got all this stuff to sort. I'm about to do a Get Wide podcast. Not sure what I'm talking about, but been doing a whole bunch of planning yesterday. Yesterday we were doing a lot of stuff for our house and wedding, but I've got to do a lot of planning on some of the next moves for the business, and there's a whole bunch of things that are on my list to handle. As I said the other day, we're going to be tinting this. I'm going to do a stock take of all that. There will be some changes for 2026, 100% sure, in terms of just some other opportunities that have come to life, which is going to force us to get things better in here. And I'm always trying to change things for the better. And how do we pick up the pace? How do we do more volume? How do we process more? Not necessarily hiring more staff, but really just a bigger and better process. So I'm starting to flesh what that looks like out, and I got to bring the team up to speed on that as well and get their thoughts and perspectives. But that's my job, is to keep us honest, keep us pushing, and to build something which is bigger and better than we thought it could be. So anyway, enough on that. I'm just going to get myself set up. I'm going to get into a Get Wide podcast, and we'll get cracking on. I will share with you how we've gone. We're very low at the moment, and I don't want to make this sound like it's bad. I mean, it is bad, but we're still doing 103,000. That's what we're sitting on. So trying to make sure that that's staying up. And we've got 21 orders to go out. I've got a return I've got to handle quickly, and then I'm going to do a Get Wide podcast, and then we'll get back to it, folks. All right, folks, we have a whole bunch of stuff going out. This is all the stuff that we sold on Whatnot yesterday for the card show that we did for Backpacks. So we did about $200, which has all gone to Backpacks. We've got this little guy, which is the absolute banger for the week so far. This one for $450. That was a consignment piece. Got some Pokemon cards going out. We've got some Pokemon, that's just a case only. I forgot I had this. This is some blank media, some shoes, which totally forgot. Action Man, and then lots of clothing. Not really many multi-quantity orders at the moment. It's really just lots of singles. Still finding that people are being very conservative with their spending, but hey, someone did spend $450 for a little Lego clock, so I'm happy with that. I'm about to head off to Backpacks, folks, so I'll be back here, and we'll be obviously continuing on for the rest of the day, so I'll see you in a jiffy. Ciao! All right, team, back from Backpacks, just doing a whole bunch of admin stuff. Still haven't had any more sales. We've got some deliveries coming today. I've got the e-waste coming today. I've got some more people dropping off stuff, so I'm just going to get on top of all that. I've got to send out a couple of emails and do some return management. Some people have sent back some returns. They haven't actually raised any requests, so I've got to just understand what's going on there. And we've got one customer that, they finally sent back a return and they wanted to switch out for another item, so just dealing with that too. So just admin work. Oh, all right, team. It is now 3:24, and we did have the e-waste arrive, so I'm very excited by that. It's all clean in here again. We've got lots of space, so I'm probably going to try and get into this ASAP. Don't know if I'm going to get into it now, but might be able to get into it in the morning. Quite a big lot in here. Some interesting, there's a motherboard box actually, so not sure what we got in here. I think there's also some media. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of media as well that's going to have to be sorted, so it's not all just e-waste, it's a bit of everything else as well. But looks like there should be some good fun in here. I'm going to finish doing the clothes and then get into it. All right, team, that is a wrap. There's a lot going on. There's so many opportunities that it's a bit overwhelming, simply because I don't have the ability to do everything. Now, one thing that I've always struggled with is, well, not always, but now I always struggle with, is saying no. But at the same time, I get totally motivated and totally pushed and challenged to figure it out, solve the problem, make it work. Because really, the stuff that we're doing here, it's not rocket science. This stuff is not, we're not solving the cure for cancer. it's really stuff that I think people have been able to achieve, you know, parallel or adjacent businesses have been able to achieve with great success and with ease. So it's just a matter of figuring that out. That's where my head's at the moment anyway. All right, team, I'm going to get out of here. We've got our weekly live stream tonight as well. If you don't know, we do these weekly. Chance for you guys to jump on, ask some questions, hang out. We do some charity fundraising and just hang out and, you know, take it easy. But I'm going to get out of here, folks, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao. Folks, welcome to Thursday, which now feels like Friday because we have the boss in the house.
Morning.
Yep, she's here, rocking and rolling. Now we have some stuff on this afternoon, so we're going to go straight from here. So she's working from here, which means I'm kicked out of my office today, but that's all right. We'll make it work. So the focus today is, well, Dion's going to be doing jackets. We do have washing coming back. Oh, sorry, we've got washing going out. That will probably come at 9:30. So I'm going to try and just get this e-waste done before that. First things first, I'm just going to have some breakfast, and then yeah, we'll get sorting through this, see what quick wins we can get. Sales still been a bit low. We did manage to get a pretty good sale last night, $360 for a pair of jeans, which was pretty cool. Other than that, it's been still pretty yeah, rough and tough. So I do have a call with eBay today at, I think it's at 10:30, which I'll be sharing my my honest thoughts of how things are going at the moment. Anyway, I'm gonna just get set up and then we'll get into it. Right, team, it's 8 o'clock. We're almost done. We're making our way through this, but nothing better than when you open up a box and you see that. And look at this one. Some good stuff in this one, that's for sure. Nice. All right, team, we have finished the e-waste. I've got to sort it now into actual categories, but it's all been done. Dion's in as well, and we realized for some reason I thought we had more washing, but we had more clothing, so we didn't have as much as I thought. So we're actually just making up a few more bags of shorts. So we're just making up probably 4 or 5 more. I mean, we're going to make up the rest of these for Monday, but we're just going to make up about 4 or 5 more bags. So we're doing that now. And Dion's happy because he gets to come in and open up a bale. So happy days. All right, folks, the washing is about to get picked up. We finished doing all the shorts. So with the ones that we just put into the wash, and these ones there's 104. And I think in the other lot there was, I can't remember what it was, 100 and something. So good 200 pairs, which I'm very happy with. Once the washing's been collected, I'll get back into the e-waste, see what we can get photoed and listed today, if not sold. And I've got to sort through a whole bunch of this to count the amount of laptops, because I might have our laptop guy come today or tomorrow. There was also a DS and a couple of iPods, which I'm happy with. And that box suite is complete, so that was pretty cool as well. It does need a clean, but hey, I'll take it. So yeah, I'm very happy. All right, folks, so we've got a little Carhartt jacket going out. We've got a little Levi's Sherpa leather jacket. It's like pleather. A whole bunch of Pokemon stuff going up from here. So this one's gone to Canada. It's gone for about, I think it's 46 or 64. Another bundle of cameras going out. This is very funny because all of these were listed individually, roughly between $5 and $15 each. And I think we've sold this for 120 plus postage. So yeah, we worked out getting more. And then in here, there's a couple of multi-quantity items, some nice AOP stuff. And then there was these high-end jeans. These ones went for like $370 or $360 to Japan. They're from the 60s. So that was a pretty cool little win. Happy with that. Now just to keep them coming. All right, so I'm going to get back to... the washing's now gone. As you can see, it's a little bit slim over here. So Dion's going to be starting on the jackets today. Don't have any other photographers in today. Will tomorrow though. So I'm just going to get straight onto the e-waste and see what we can get photoed, listed and sold today. All right, team, it is now 1:18. I've had my call with eBay and had lunch and done a whole bunch of other stuff. At the moment, I'm trying to get a squished battery out of this camera. So call with eBay was interesting. Look, obviously we spoke about my account and stuff, but I did bring up attention again regarding the whole traffic situation and also the problems that we're seeing around search results that are defaulting to prioritizing US and international orders, like international locations. And I shared my screen and showed them, and they were absolutely shocked to see that. So they tested it while I was on. This is someone in Sydney, by the way, and they had the same problem. And he said he's not aware of this. He doesn't know if anyone is aware of this, so he'll be investigating it. But again, it doesn't really help me because you still got to go investigate it. Still got to find out. And the last person said they were going to do that. It didn't come back to me. So it didn't really get us anywhere. But it did give me a confidence boost to know that they're feeling it. They're seeing it as well. But it doesn't really help me out. And all we got to do is just keep doing what we're doing until we're told otherwise. I guess that's all we can do. So it was, look, both a positive and negative experience, just simply because we're not any steps further, but we're not necessarily worse off. At least now it's been brought to further attention. But what am I meant to do? So anyway, we charge on. We've only had about 4 or 5 sales today. I think Dion's only had 2, but I don't know. If you're a fashion seller at volume, I would love to know how's it been for you. Yeah, let me know. Alright team, I've done a whole bunch of e-waste stuff, hopefully a good $1,000 worth. Dion's been doing lots of jackets. He's just finished up. It's now 2:42. He's gone for school run. Carla and I, we need to leave here at we actually need to leave here in about 30 minutes. So I'm just packing this stuff up, and then I'm going to basically for the rest of the day just do listings, just so we can keep getting those additional sales coming through, because it has been absolutely dead, which is very frustrating. But again, nothing that we can really do other than what we're doing. So hopefully it's going to fix itself. But what else do you do? Just charge on. I do have a whole bunch of questions I need to answer as well. I'll probably have to do that tomorrow, because honestly, I've been pretty busy with doing stuff for the house and everything. There's just so many moving pieces. Haven't really been putting as much attention. But what I will say is, we've just got confirmation that one of our quarterly supplier has just sent off their stuff. That's expected to arrive sometime next week, which is about 25 boxes. 40 boxes. Jeez. So with that in mind, tomorrow we're doing a bit of a big cleanup, which is all good, because it gets us working in the mode of, what do we want, what do we not want, what can we wholesale, what can we move, and that's what we'll be doing tomorrow morning. So I've organized a wholesale bunch of a lot of stuff in here. That's all happening next week though. We're going to clean up all of this. This will all be cleaned up tomorrow, and then we'll be good to go for Monday, because it's probably going to arrive sometime between Monday and Wednesday. We're going to reshuffle this. A lot of this will go over here. That will go over into the black. We'll have a whole much more space in here to put some stuff. We're going to box up all the teas. Unless anyone wants to buy a whole bunch of teas, let me know. This gets picked up next Wednesday. So yeah, we've got a plan. It's all going to be good. All right, I'm going to go do some listings. All right, team, that is a wrap. We'll be back here again tomorrow. It's going to be a big one. Always is. And we charge on. Ciao. And folks, just like that, it was Friday. All right, we've got some big things happening today. Well, attempting anyway. So originally my laptop guy wasn't going to come till Monday, but bit of change of plans. He is going to come this morning. Dan and I are going to be doing a bit of a cleanup, just shuffling things, getting ready, because looks like the delivery is coming on Monday. So a little bit of a stretch goal today, but nothing like a little bit of motivation. So yeah, that will be interesting. Just got in, it's 8:10. We just picked up some coffee and some egg and bacon rolls, and we've got the boss in the house today. Again, morning. Twice in 1 week, which is always a good thing. All right, I'm just gonna go get everything on charge and have some food, and let's get kicking off. Sales have been dead. We've got like 9 to go out. We're still sitting on 104,000, but just nothing ticking up. It's yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. But we're here, we're showing up, and we will keep charging on. We did sell a whole bunch of those iPads and everything yesterday, but Sorry, we've got 11 orders going out. So anyway, let me get set up and let's get into it. All right, team, it is now 10:06. Postage has been done. I've got Dan over here just packing up some of the stuff that we're not prioritizing at the moment. That was all leftover whatnot stuff. So that was the stuff I mentioned yesterday. If anyone is genuinely interested, let me know. I've just been doing a bit of a cleanup here, getting all the wholesale lots ready. We've got this getting collected today. This is next week. This is part of next week's media lot. There's all of that's going out, but again, next week. So I'm just trying to get them on wheels so that we can shuffle things around. Reshuffled a few things back up here. My next target is to get into here so we can put all the excess shoes and stuff that need to be done to make some space here so that we can then get the walkie stacker down, although I can't put the stuff outside because it's wet. Anyway, we've got to get some of this stuff up there as well. So multiple things happening at the same time. Did a rag house drop off as well. That's all done. Hopefully all the screens will go next week as well. We've got excess boxes. You know, what I find with the boxes is like, we always have too many when we don't need them, and then when I need them, we don't have any. So I try to keep some on hand as much as possible, but it's not always that simple. All right, team, we are making some progress. Laptop guy's been here. Thank you, buddy. Always good to chat. He's picked up and spent $222, somewhere around there. Next bundle won't be till next week, so just getting all this ready. It'll be all this and some more stuff over there. Got media guy coming next week as well. We've now consolidated all the stuff in here, so there's a lot more space. I'm going to shuffle this in a moment just to get it back tight. We've cleared all this out now. We've got all our postage supplies under here, and we've cleared up space over here, and we're going to be stacking more boxes in here for the part of the delivery that comes next week. So I think we're pretty much in a good position now for Monday. This is all stuff going to get put into washing bags. So yeah, actually it's gone probably, we got it done. I think we're all going to be good. And yeah, Dan's just sorting some more clothes over here, just making up washing bags. We did end up cleaning up a bit of space in here as well. I was meant to having a screen coming today, but wasn't able to get picked up. So probably, I mean, there's no rush for it, but we've cleaned up all in here as well. Some of this stuff has to go. We're getting this all tinted. I'm waiting for my call to confirm the quote, but some of this will disappear as well, but that probably won't happen until next week. Yeah. All right, team, I've just been doing a whole bunch of plushies. We've reshuffled this and made plenty of space for, well, actually, we're going to be fit 2 pallets here, which we should be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably fit, yeah, close to, maybe 10 here, 10 here. So it's 20 actually, but we've got the space over there, obviously. We've made up all the washing bags here now as well. So this is good little backlog, so that's going to keep us busy for the next week. Dion's enjoying himself like it's Christmas, getting into some of the banger stuff, the better stuff. And Kyle and I were about to leave probably in the next 30 minutes or so. So I'm just wrapping up these little loose ends, doing a bit of admin and making sure I've got everything that I need to take with me. And we'll be done. All right, folks, it's 2:30. I've got to get out of here. The team's going to finish up. They'll lock up and all that, but we're off to do some house stuff. I've still got to answer a whole bunch of questions, so I will do that, and then I've got to do the recap later as well. So I'll check in a bit later and get all that sorted. Ciao. Folks, all right, it's actually Sunday now, and I'm just going to quickly get a question answered that I did not get to in the week, and then we're going to do a bit of a recap, but I'm going to jump straight into it. So there's a question that came through from I think it's Soul Shinobi, asking about, like, stating that, you know, we seem to get a lot of orders that have multiple items in the orders, and wanted to know if this is common in the clothing category. Yes, it is. But also, any tips on encouraging customers to purchase multiple items beyond offering combined shipping rules? So, look, I did actually answer this question for the individual, but for everyone, is yes, you want to do combined shipping, but we kind of do the deal of, like, if you buy multiple items, you get a discount. So, if you add 2 items to cart, you might get 15% off. If you add 3 items, or you might get 25% off. If you add 4 or 5 items, you might get 33% off. If you add 10 items, you'll get 40% off and combined shipping. Now that doesn't stack with coupons or anything, but it just encourages people to just chuck stuff in the cart and just get the best deal possible. And that's been working really, really well for us. Obviously pricing well does a good deal. And then the other thing that we do is when we run our big, 90-day cycle discounts, like 50% off, people just tend to go through and just purchase multiple items anyway. So that would be what I would encourage you to do if you are trying to increase your order, like total quantity in the order or order volume in terms of ASP as well. So that's worked really well for us. Does take a little bit of time to get it moving and grooving, but I just have them set up in the back and it's automatically applied at checkout. So it's like an order discount that you go through and apply in your discounts section within your store, and you can just set up order discount and then it'll just do it automatically at checkout. You can change all the variables, all the details and all that jazz. So really great option to be doing. Highly recommend it. And with that, I'm going to basically just do a bit of a wrap up of the week. This week has been kind of all over the place. I haven't really tried to stay focused on numbers, really just stayed focused on some things that I want to happen in the future. So continuing to build on the future, even though that the present right now is really bad in terms of cash flow, in terms of sales. And it's not just me, but we had that conversation with eBay on my call and they were very surprised to see what I showed them. Concerned by it, and I've been talking to so many other people and they're all seeing the same problems of traffic dipping off, ads not performing, search results suggesting UK and US only, and it really is concerning when you're running promotions and you're adding coupons and stuff, but if people can't see your items, they can't see that opportunity that you're giving to them. We're listing more than ever. I don't know what's going on. It's obviously become quite a challenge to deal with, but I've tried not to stay focused on it and just start working on all the things that we want to be doing continuously in terms of growth. So that's what I've been focusing on. And then obviously I've had a lot of personal things on this week. Carla and I, we got a house this week, so that's been putting a lot of, not stress, but a lot of just extra things that have to happen. And when managing the business and trying to manage your life and all the exciting things going on with that, it's been a lot to do. So I'm pretty exhausted, to be honest, and that's why I'm doing this video today, because I just haven't been able to do everything that I wanted to do in my normal routines. And it's probably going to be like this for the next couple of weeks actually, because we're doing renovations, we're doing changes, and then I'm going to have to come and go. And that's the beauty of the business, I guess, is a nice little highlight is that I'll be able to come and go because I've got the team that can do some work while I'm not there, continue to have the business running while I'm not there, and I can go focus on the things that I need to do for me. But in terms of progress this week, I mean, look, we're still listing more than ever. We're not selling more than ever. Our ASP is up though. Still just finding people are not buying. I'm still putting that on the blame of eBay. I mean, look, we're still selling about 14 items a day. Usually we're doing 40, and we're hitting about averaging $800 a day opposed to $1,300 a day. So we're almost down, we're basically down about 40%, and that's not going to be sustainable, obviously, with staff, overheads and things like that. So that's just not good enough. Obviously working on wholesale opportunities and selling a few other things through a few other lines. I haven't been able to do whatnot because I've been so busy with doing focusing on the house stuff and the wedding stuff. So just going to charge on. We're probably going to land on about $6,000 this week, which is about $3,000 less than our normal average. So it is a big hit to cash flow. I honestly don't know what else I can do other than continue to work on providing as best value as possible, bringing in best opportunities for customers to buy, and continuously building out for the future, right? Because today does not define the rest of your business, neither does 1 month, neither does 3 months necessarily. So can go up, can go down. We're still up from last year, so if I zoom out, we're still up from last year. But the short term, it's not really great. But if I still zoom out, we're still trending in the right path. We may even drop below 100,000 as a 90-day total, which is a bit unfortunate, but hey, what am I meant to do other than just charge on? The month's not looking too good either, but again, too early to say. I mean, it's only the 9th, so we'll hold out and see where that lands. The other thing that I'm working on is we're making some big changes in terms of operations and processes. We're going to be testing that next week with the idea that if it works the way we want it to work and only works with volume, is hopefully increasing the output by 30 to 50% in terms of photos that we can get done by batching processes isolated. What I mean by that is batching all of the quality checking and note taking before the photos are done, and hopefully that will see some seamlessness occur in terms of synergies and efficiencies and the ability for the team to be able to uptick, and it should mean we can get an extra 500 photos done minimum per month, like 500 items. Also depends on what you're photoing and all that as well. So we're going to test that next week. Obviously we won't know the results for that for a bit. I have some amazing opportunities still coming, more stock available, like there's so many good things, but there's so many challenges. So how do you manage the challenges with the good and the bad and the, yeah. So it is a bit of a roller coaster ride, overwhelming roller coaster ride. The problem solving part is what, you know, that's what I'm paying myself to do, right? To take us to places which we never thought we could be, never thought were possible, and that other people thought isn't possible or achievable. And I'll keep trying to figure it out. I don't have all the answers. I'll chat to people, I talk to people, get inspiration, we pivot, we adjust. You know, I'm not stopping. What else am I going to do, hey? So keeping in mind that I'm getting married shortly and I'm going away. I'm going to be away for 4 weeks, and the team will keep operating while I'm away, but I want to make sure I'm not, you know, putting stress on them while I'm away either. Lots of things happening. So anyway, I'm actually off to do a whatnot drop off. Someone's doing a pickup, so we're just going to meet up now. That's what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to leave it there, folks. I mean, look, it's a crazy wild ride at the moment, but at the end of the day, you know, I know what I want, I know where I'm going. There's obviously things outside of my control that make that happen. I have to keep doing it, but I do have to keep figuring out how to maintain, manage, and mitigate the risks that are up against us. I've got a lot of risks weighing on all of this, like a lot of leverage, and I'm probably over leveraged. So it is a bit of a challenge to think how we're going to get to where I want to be. But hey, I never thought I would be here a year ago either. So here we are. All right, team, that's it from me. Love to hear how your sales have been, especially if you're in clothing. If I did miss a question from you, I do apologize, and we'll be back here again next week. Doing it all again, it'll be a little different. I'll be in and out, lots of things going on, but I appreciate all the support and all the all the comments along the way as well. All right, team, I'll see you when I'm looking at you. Ciao.